Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Zarjarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video we'll be going over a breakdown for the upcoming Global Extreme Z Battle with the Super Android 17. We'll be talking about when this event will go live in-game. We'll also be talking about the details and stats for stages 1 through 30 of the event. We'll be talking about the effective category, and finally we'll be going over his Extreme Z Awakened stats because he will be getting some pretty good buffs from this Extreme Z Awakening. So we'll go over all that information here in a minute. But real quick, make sure you're checking out those links in the description below for my social media pages to support me over there. And also check out the link for the Discord chat. There's an awesome community of people over there playing Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends, and Genshin Impact. So if you're looking to trade friend codes, get any in-game help, or just discuss any of the game content, the Discord is a great place to do that. So I look forward to seeing you over there. If you haven't done so already, consider hitting that red subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date on future content like this. Drop a like on the video and comment down below if you have any questions or comments. So let's go ahead and hop over to the Dokkan Wiki, and let's start out by looking at the start date for the event. So if you can see here, we are looking at October 28th at 22:30 PST. So this is going to be fairly late on Wednesday this week. So pretty much by the time you wake up Thursday morning, depending on your time zone, you will be getting this, as well as some other things for part 2 of the Maximum Thrills Halloween campaign. So some pretty exciting stuff. We're finally getting another Extreme Z battle. It has been quite some time since the global side has gotten an Extreme Z battle in the traditional sense. We've gotten a lot of Extreme Z areas, but we will be able to grab 30 Dragon Stones plus a few more through missions associated with this event. So that's very nice, and this is actually the first Neo God lead, or the 120% lead Extreme Z Awakening that we will be getting on the global side as well, so that's pretty exciting. So let's go ahead and look at his event here, the Extreme Z Battle. Excuse me. So as you can see, the Dokkan Wiki pretty much says 29 October 2020, because like I said, it's going to be late on the 28th, early on the 29th, depending on your time zone. But Dragon Ball Seekers is going to be your effective category, so we'll look at the units for that category here in a minute. But let's go ahead and let's just jump down to level 20 onward, because that's usually, that is really what you want to base your team build off of when you're taking on this event. So from level 20, of course, he cannot have his defense lowered, his attack lowered, and he is also going to be immune to stunning and sealing his super attack. And that, of course, progresses as you go down here through level 20, but at level 20 and onward, he has all 4 of those. He also gets a 60% damage reduction going on there, and he gets an additional damage reduction of 80% if you bring in any strength units, that's super or extreme strength, and any extreme units in general. So you want to try your best to build a super type team that, if you have enough with the Dragon Ball Seekers category, you want to build a Super Dragon Ball Seekers category that does not have strength units included. So another good tactic too, because Super Tech, Super AGL, Super Fizz, Super Int, you can bring in teams that are of that nature as well. So really a Super Tech team, a Mono Tech team, because they'll have type advantage, would actually also be fairly helpful. But you have to be careful, because if they're not Dragon Ball Seekers, then they might take some pretty good damage after level 20. But you'll see why I bring that up here in a minute, because the Dragon Ball Seekers category isn't too big, but it's still manageable. So anyway, so stage 30 is where you will get the last of the rewards for the Awakening Medals, the Hidden Potential Orbs, and you've got the Grand Kais and stuff like that, so not too bad. And here you can see basically just some information there, but let's go ahead and look at some rewards. So of course we've got 30 Dragon Stones from beating stages 1 through 30, 11 Grand Kais, all of these Hidden Potential Orbs, and all of the medals for stages 1 through 30. And then we also have 4 more Dragon Stones associated with missions, where basically we just have to beat certain levels within a time limit, and then also to win level 20 or higher with a character from the Dragon Ball Seekers category on your team. So not too hard, really shouldn't be too bad. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Dragon Ball Seekers category and kind of see what we're working with here. So I will be doing a separate video actually taking on probably the last 5 to 10 stages of the event, and I'll show you what team I bring in and why I choose to bring in the units that I will. But you can see that really the only units that we have as viable Dragon Ball Seeker lead units is the LRGT Trio. We've got the free-to-play LRAGL Goku, the Kid Goku there, and then you also have Goku Jr. and the Bulma Youth. So not too much to choose from there, but if you do have the LR Kid Goku, the AGL Kid Goku, not a bad unit there. He gives, I believe it's a 77% buff to the team, but of course the GT Trio is going to be the main lead that you want to bring in. So you can see that we have, of course, again, you want to steer completely clear of any extreme type units for this because they're getting that 80% damage reduction, so they're not going to be hitting that hard at all. So you want to focus on super type units. So unfortunately, we don't have any tech type LRs on the super category for Dragon Ball Seekers, which is a little bit of a bummer, but really all of these units will be fairly useful except for the LRB pan, so that's not too bad there. We do have some super tech TURs. We've got the Bulma Youth as well as the Super Saiyan GT Trunks. We have actually there's a Super Saiyan GT Trunks, the AGL Trunks, that is, he does have his Extreme Z Awakening, which he is, or sorry, not the Extreme Z Awakening, he just got his Dokkan Awakening, and he is actually very good, so he'll be decent to take in on the event. You've got some other units there on the AGL category. You've got the Int Kid Goku as well as Giru, the Super Saiyan Goku Jr. like we had talked about, Gohan Kid. You want to, again, steer clear of any of the strength units if possible because they're not going to be hitting that hard. And then you have a couple of Fizz type units. So, again, I reiterate the fact that, you know, a mono-type AGL team might also be viable as far as, you know, you just want to make sure you have maybe a few Dragon Ball Seeker units on there to be able to tank if you have them. But super tech type units should be dealing a good chunk of damage. It's just that they will also be taking quite a bit of damage as well later on in the event. So it's just kind of hard to say. We'll have to kind of run the event and see how it goes. But the Dragon Ball Seekers category doesn't have really all too much to speak of. So we'll see how it goes. I don't believe it will be too difficult for most of us. But yeah, again, we'll see how it goes when the event actually goes live. And again, I will show you what team I will be running when the time comes. So let's go ahead and hop over to the stats here. So you can go ahead, I'm not going to go over all of the information for his before Extreme Z Awakening. You can go ahead and pause the screen if you want to see the differences. But when he gets his Extreme Z Awakening, really good. His leader skill goes up to Extreme AGL type, keep plus 3 HP attack and defense plus 130%, and Super type, keep plus 3 HP attack and defense plus 90%. His super attack is now going to greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, as well as lowering the enemy's defense. But his passive skill is where he's really going to shine now, because he already will start out with damage received minus 40%. So he has damage reduction already built in, but if you look at the prior to Extreme Z Awakened stats, basically he would just get attack plus 30% up to 120% with each attack received, but now he gets a lot more with each attack received. So you want to basically put him in the way of some attacks, and it's going to just beef him up. So every attack that he takes, he gets more buffs. So let's take a look at that. Ki plus 1 up to plus 3, attack plus 30% up to 150%, and damage received minus 6 up to 30% with each attack received. So if you think about that, if you get him, you know, so let's see, so damage received minus 6% per attack up to 30%, that's 5 attacks, and same with the attack plus 30%. If he gets attacked 5 times, he will have a damage reduction of 30 plus 40% equals 70% damage reduction, as well as his attack up plus 150%, and then also Ki plus 3. That is absolutely amazing. So if he takes 5 attacks, he's going to be hitting really hard. He's going to get his super attacks off fairly easily, and he's also going to be tanking a lot of damage with 70% damage reduction. That's more than half, so that is absolutely amazing. And then he also gives target Goku category allies chance of performing a critical hit plus 17%. So of course, he is in the target Goku category, and you know, he's going to be good on a target Goku category team because he does give that chance for a critical hit plus 17% for every buddy in that category. However, he still will be really good on any other team as well that he fits on because of that, the first part of that passive. So that's absolutely amazing. I do have this guy. Hopefully you guys have been able to pull the unit because he's going to be really good on any of the categories that he fits in. So again, androids, artificial life forms, of course, target Goku, inhuman deeds, and power absorption categories. So really going to be a great unit to put on any of those category type teams, or an extreme AGL team, of course, because he is the extreme AGL lead, so not too bad there. But again, that will come out late on the 28th, early on the 29th of October, depending on your time zones. It is 22:30 PST, so keep an eye out in-game, and keep an eye out for the video where I talk about team builds and take on the event myself. But that's everything that I've got for the video today. Hopefully you guys did find some useful information. If you did, go ahead and drop a like on the video. Comment down below if you have any questions or comments. And again, make sure you're checking out those links in the description below for my social media pages and the Discord chat. And if you haven't done so already, consider hitting that red subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date on future content like this. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by and checking out the video today, and we'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.